Hello, everyone, and welcome to Overcast. Thank you for joining for the 69th episode of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. I am Frostee, and joined here by my co-host, Ovadrive. What is up, man?
Hey, how's it going? Doing
Great.
well.
Yeah, we're doing fantastic, especially on like an 80-degree day here in Denver. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
air conditioning day, so
Shh.
it's been
Not
pretty
in
wild.
Pittsburgh.
Welcome to February.
Snow on the ground, freezing cold. I'll
I-
trade you.
I was told it'll snow again on Sunday, so here we go. So give it 2 days and we'll be back to freezing weather. So before we get into the show, the formalities, of course, out at the front. We want to let you know you can follow us on Twitter at Overcast Show. You can also head over to overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com, and that is where you can find all the stuff we talk about every single week on the show and more. You can over to frozenfoxmedia.com itself, learn about this, all the other podcasts and other content on the Frozen Fox Media Network. We have a ton, no matter what you like, from gaming, all Blizzard games and beyond. And if you're watching the video version on YouTube, thank you very much, and give us a thumbs up if you love it, and if you like the new graphics and everything that we've been using for the show. And also, if you are listening to the audio version on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play Music, or anywhere else, remember if you love the show, let us know by leaving us a review. And no matter where you're listening or watching, or anywhere else, anything else, remember to subscribe so you don't miss any other episodes of the show. So there you go. Formalities are done. We can talk about other stuff now. It's like an ad. You have to get it out of the way.
Yeah, let's get to the good stuff.
Get to the good stuff, yes. Oh, so talk about what we've been doing. I guess we should.
Yeah, we should.
If I can talk today,
So what have we been doing? Frosty, how about why don't you go first? Why don't you talk a
okay.
little bit about what you've been up to this week?
Been playing lots of Heroes of the Storm, trying to get through their kind of Year of the Rooster event, because I got to play all the matches so that I can get the mount permanently in the game, like the Rooster mount. So yeah, there's that, and getting ready for Lucio. I haven't tried him yet. I need to get on the PTR and try him because he's there now. So yeah, it looks exciting though. They put out their new video about him and everything yesterday. So and
Yeah.
and I was right. His other alt, like the we talked about, like is a damaging alt. So
Yep.
an unhealing one, like I had predicted.
I will be playing next Tuesday when they have the WoW promotion. You get
Yes.
that Firefell mount. Oh, I need that.
Oh yeah,
So I'll be spending my Valentine's Day doing that with my girlfriend.
nice. I'll be rushing through that, and then I need to get in Team League ASAP so that I can get at least bronze, because I got to get that like deer mount or whatever. So
Yeah.
got to get that. Can't let that pass up. So there's that, and also the my Xbox Overwatch game has finally come, and I've been like kind of getting used to that and getting used to playing and how it feels, because it does feel a lot different. And it's been a little while since I've been able to play it again on the console. So you and I can jump in and get going. It's weird because I'm like level 1. You get to link your account, of course, with Xbox and your Battle.net account. I wish it would just sync everything I had in the PC version, but of course that doesn't happen. It almost seems like it wasn't really worth anything.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, want. But other than that, not really much else going on. Just you and I have been raiding in WoW and everything. So
Yep.
there we go. Softy, as you notice, is not here. He is actually at the hospital with his father. You might have seen on Twitter that his father is in surgery today. So we wish his whole family best wishes for his father's speedy recovery. And he will be
Yes.
taking a short break from the show while it kind of things get settled. He also had a schedule change at work, which is kind of throwing a monkey wrench into some things. So we hope that all goes well and that he can return to the show soon. And
Yeah.
there we go. So I guess it's your turn to tell us what you have been doing.
Sure. Yeah, this week been playing a little bit more of the Xbox Overwatch, trying to get better at that. I'm still not very good, but been playing that. Been playing some competitive Overwatch, and we'll talk a little bit more how that's been going, but trending upwards a little bit, which is good. And then just playing some WoW. So, and looking forward to that HOTS promotion.
Yes. All right. Well, let's jump into the topics for the week, because that kind of segues right into it then.
Yeah.
And as always, we talk about season 3 and where we are. I actually did not play any competitive this week, so I was bad. I did not do it. So nothing has changed for me. My skill rating is still in the toilet. So what about yours? You said you're trending upward. It's going good
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm out. I think I'm finally like fully out of silver and kind of in the mid golds. Even if I lose, I don't dip too far down into the low gold, so it's been good. I've kind of decided that I'm gonna play my main, and if there's two other DPS, I'm still gonna play my main, which is Soldier, because the win rate I have on him is pretty good. It's like a 56% win rate, 57, so pretty good chance of me winning with when I play him. Um, I just feel like we progress a lot further in the match versus if I were to fill and support or tank or something like that. So once I've kind of come to that conclusion, I've found myself doing a lot better in the matches. So
Nice.
yeah,
You're like, you know what? I know how to play this character. Just leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. It's
yeah,
like I
yeah. I'll
got this.
politely say, "Can someone please swap to a support or a tank that is also damaging?" I'd say, "Please swap."
There you
But
go. Cool. So hopefully things continue to trend up. Got to get back to like grandmaster status. Got to get up
yeah,
there.
I need more competitive points for going into season 4.
Getting ready for Overwatch League and all that.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on the show notes because I didn't plan on talking a lot about it, but they did have the Activision Blizzard King investor call yesterday, and talked about how like Overwatch is killing it, and how they made they have fastest to 25 million players, and how it's got tons of money. Had 55 Game of the Year awards. They finally had like the total number of like official like Game of the Year awards that get offered. Um, it's crazy. It's huge how big it is. And one of the things that they noted on there was Overwatch League. And 2017 they were going to start selling teams and signing contracts and all that and getting that going. So it's coming. We just got to wait for the announcement.
Let me buy a team.
Got some spare change laying around.
Yeah, pocket change.
Owner, manager, player.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep.
They can't kick you off your own team, right?
Right? I'll just play with bots. That's all.
There you go. Just multi-boxing. You'll
Yeah.
multi-box Overwatch.
If I
So
press E on Soldier, it's going to press E on Anna and Roadhog and every other character.
it'd be awesome if you could actually like pull it off and like
Yeah.
do that. Some streamer should pick that up, figure out some way
Yeah.
to do it. So we got that, and let's talk about the PTR now. So the PTR is up. We have it available. You were just in it like a few seconds ago.
Was. I was checking it out. Pretty straightforward what you would think about when you think about a server browser if you've seen it in other games like CSGO or, really any other game that has a server browser. But log in, at least on the PTR, you see two buttons available. On the right, you'll see search or create. Pretty self-explanatory what those two do. When you search, you can either type in name of your favorite server, or there's filtering options, or you can just kind of scroll through and see what's out there. Some of the cool ones that I saw that seemed interesting was Anna Paintball. I would assume that's where you go in and throw grenades at everybody in one shot and they're dead, which sounds kind of fun. Or
Nice.
boss fights where somebody's buffed up and it's kind of a 1v6. I definitely want to get in there and try a few of those. Those sound really fun.
And then there was a wrestling Jeff one, right? I think you
Yeah.
said.
Wrestle Jeff Kaplan.
So that's pretty awesome, actually. I'm kind of intrigued. I've been seeing stories about it all day of that, like there's been just crazy servers in there. So I think this is going to be fun. It's like a good thing. Jeff seems
Yeah.
super excited about it in the video and everything for it. So let's hope that does, I guess, accomplish what they want to do, right?
hmm
Uh,
I think it definitely will.
I think one of the other cool things is the fact that capture the flag is now going to be a permanent feature, so we can continue to have that in the arcade, and they're going to add the capture the flag mechanic to Nepal, Lijiang Tower, Ilios, and Oasis. So you'll have 12 maps to do it as a custom game. So I think that's pretty awesome, actually, when you think about it. It's
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of knew it was going to be popular, and whether it was frustrating or not for some people, I think a lot of people enjoyed it more than not, so I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
So should we talk about these hero updates? There was quite a few, especially to
Yeah.
Bastion. So Ana, new hero option is this is a lot of things that we've seen. A lot of the heroes really got this, and this is a nano boost sensitivity, which allows you to like adjust the targeting sensitivity of nano boost. And you'll see this around the board. A lot of heroes that we're going to talk about had their like a sensitivity thing that's been added to where you can kind of make it a little bit. I don't know if I'd call it easier, but it changes kind of like the way that the game targets when you're doing some abilities, I guess is the best way to put it. Um,
Mhm.
I think this would apply like a lot. It'd be a lot more on console, I would think. I think that I like the feel of it on PC, but I guess I'll have to try it out maybe.
So no more Boostios.
There you go.
Yeah, anytime there's an Ana in the back and you have a Lucio healing, sometimes you'll see the Lucio will speed in and jump in front of the target that the nano boost is for, and you get a Boostio. It's just not fun for the team because it's a waste of an ult, but
You're like, go get
it's
in
kind of
there,
funny.
get in there. You're powered up, Lucio.
Yeah.
Nice. And should we talk about Bastion? This is like where the big rework comes in.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All you Bastion mains, here we go. Configuration Century. Here's the changes. Deploy time decreased from 1.5 to 1 second. Bullet spread increased by 50%. Bullet spread is always at maximum, so it doesn't increase as the weapon's fired. It's just always at full spread. Magazine size increased by 100 to 300 rounds. No more headshot damage multiplier, and it no longer deals critical damage. So let's talk about Sentry mode first of all. What do you think about that? It seems like a kind of significant nerf, other than the deploy time. That sounds great, but
Yeah.
the fact that your spread's always huge, you can't headshot anybody anymore.
Yeah, it kind of deters it, I guess, now in a way, right? You can't be in the back sniping as Bastion anymore and getting those headshots on Mercy. She's walking in, and we'll
Yep.
talk a little about Mercy later, but yeah, it seems like a little bit of a nerf, like you said.
Yeah, it sounds like they're going along with what they said a while back that they want his primary thing to be able to deploy and to take down shields and barriers and stuff like that. So the
That's
maximum spread's
exactly
really not going to matter, and
right.
that's going to be the easy target at the full spread.
Hmm.
Recon mode's going to get a little bit of a buff here. Bullet spread decreased by 25%. Magazine size increased from 20 to 25. 5 extra shots. Maybe I think they could have buffed it by 10, but I
Yeah.
don't know. If you really wanted recon to be more powerful, maybe they thought it'd be too powerful in testing. I'm sure they probably tried it out with 30 or 40 maybe to see.
Yeah.
And I think this is the biggest one though. Self repair can now be used while moving. It's bound to secondary fire, and it can no longer be interrupted by taking damage. So you can just continually self repair until your resource meter runs out, which there will be a new resource meter added that will deplete while you're using self repair, and then when you're not using it, recharges. So you can kind of like repair on the run, which is kind of cool. Like
Hmm.
you can deploy or be running around, kind of poke out, take some hits, and then kind of run away and reposition. You don't have to like sit there and while they know where you're repairing at.
Yeah, and this makes them a little bit more effective in a sense because now you can move from spot to spot, and the kill cam won't always be in that same spot, and you're going to get picked off. So I think this is good for him overall. I think overall it's a buff.
Yeah.
So
And then like we talked about Sentry mode kind of getting nerfed, but then you look at this. First of all, configuration tank no longer grants bonus armor, but Bastion has a new passive which is called Ironclad. Bastion will take 35% less damage while in Sentry or tank configuration. So survivability, yeah, huge boost. So that 35% damage decrease, I would think would give you a lot more time to sit there. So even without the headshots, you still have a lot of time
right.
firing. Plus, with 100 more rounds to put through there, I'm interested to see how it plays out. I want to see how this plays out. Fire some rounds through them, I guess, on the PTR now. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think overall it's Sentry mode's going to be better or worse after this? Because it's a big trade-off with 35% damage reduction.
Yeah, yeah. I think overall he's going to be better in that recon mode you never see a Bastion walking around in recon mode. If you do, he's dead,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
He's gonna be a little bit more viable, maybe less or more fun to play, less deaths. I think he just gets picked off really easily, whether he's hooked, gets a Helix rocket at him, sniped by a Hanzo. I think while he's sitting there taking less damage, it's gonna feel better and give him more viability when he's walking around. I think it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. So there we go. Let's see how it plays out. Let's get through the rest of them. Diva's defense matrix. This is an interesting one. Projectiles such as Roadhog's chain hook or the pulse bomb from Tracer, they no longer need to travel a minimum distance before they can be blocked. So it says in the developer comments, previously there was a minimum distance projectile to travel before it could be destroyed by defense matrix. This made it nearly worthless in situations where an enemy was right next to your teammate, such as when Roadhog hooks your ally, and then this removes that restriction, so makes it work out better. I think that's good.
Hmm.
Kind of makes it so it almost like sounds more like a bug fix than a change, I guess.
Yeah,
But
in a way.
yeah, in a way. Cryo freeze May can be targeted by allies when in cryo freeze, so you can heal her, I guess, now. I'm assuming that's what that means.
That's what it sounds like.
Mercy got a little rework, which is kind of cool. Resurrect. While performing resurrection, Mercy can now, or is now temporarily becomes invulnerable, along with the allies being revived, which not only me but everyone else I'm sure will be happy about that I'm rezzing.
Yeah.
The staff Zenyatta can no longer be targeted when Transcendence is active, which it's fine because it doesn't really matter then.
Right.
And then Guardian Angel and the Beam now have their own sensitivity settings. So, and Sombra also had her hack sensitivity. She has that option now. Torbjorn, the ammo is now reloaded earlier in the reload animation. So he has quite a lengthy animation for reloading, and right at the end, like pours the stuff in and closes the gun or whatever. And now you get it earlier, so you don't have to wait quite as long. Widowmaker has grappling hook sensitivity. Zarya will get a projected barrier sensitivity, which I'm sure will be quite useful. Zenyatta will have Harmony and Discord Orb sensitivities. So there you go. Go play around with those settings, and I'm probably going to go and like take the sensitivity and like go all the way to the extremes with that and see just kind of how much of a difference it makes. I'm interested to try that out. And then the last thing is there was a balance change on Eichenwald. A second gate no longer closes after the payload passes through the castle doors. Instead, rubble from the damaged doorway will partially block the entrance. So, a little bit of a change there. And the rest of everything is pretty much just like bug fixes, things like that. So you can go and check that out. One of the only other things that was kind of interesting is that Torbjorn can now construct turrets on the stairs in Oasis. So, could not previously. So look out for that.
For all you attack Torbs out there,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go do it.
If you thought you were safe, you are no longer. So there is the PTR. Go and check it out. Get ready for some cool live stuff to hit the live, I guess, in about a week probably. We'll see if anything changes between now and then. I think it's time to talk about some meta. What do you think about the new meta? We're going to overbuff.com to see kind of what they've thrown out from February 4th to 5th. And there's been some changes. It looks like things have started to kind of level off a little bit than from a few weeks ago when we showed the graph before.
Mm-hmm.
And no one is in the 95% usage rate anymore. Lucio's close, but he's the only A tier that they listed. And you and I before the show were remarking how Diva has fallen all the way to the D tier, so like about 5% usage.
Crazy.
And Ana didn't fall quite as far as I thought she would so far. So we'll see if she changes, if she falls further. But she's still up in B, so like a little bit over 50%. So
yeah, it's interesting. I'm seeing so in C tier a lot. I'm seeing a lot of those. So Tracer and Roadhog in the games that I play, even Zenyatta. That's where I'm seeing a lot of the heroes come into my matches. What is this? So King of the Hill usage for Tracer is all the way up in like almost to 80% usage.
Yep.
She's just everywhere right now. It's really frustrating.
Yep, and you just gotta get used to her. I think she was like really down at the bottom when we looked at this last time. So
she was.
Of course, you still have at the bottom like Torbjorn. Symmetra is still down at the bottom even with the changes. I was surprised that May was still down in the F as well. And of course, Hanzo Widowmaker got the snipers down there, and Junkrat. Mercy moved up to D, so she's a little bit,
There you
moved
go.
up a little tiny bit. And Farah fell all the way down to the D tier as well. So kind of, a little bit of a mix-up in the meta. So interested to see kind of how things shake up over the next few weeks. What do you anticipate? Anything you think Bastion will move out from being so low, or think it's kind of just going to stay that way?
Yeah, I don't know that he'll move up in like tournament play. I don't know that we'll see him up there, but you'll probably see him in, your competitive matches as people want to try him out and experiment with comps.
Nice. So there you go. We'll see if anything changes up. We'll let you know what's going on with that. What about Reaper Watch? Reaper Watch 2017 now.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. And the
Still processing.
Still waiting.
Processing. So I guess they're handcrafting that as we speak.
Yes. Some person is sitting there tediously painting it and everything. So
on a Friday night.
Yeah. So there you go. And let's finish out here with the community cards of the week. So let's see what the voting ended up from last week. We've got it here. So it was tied until like the very end too.
Ugh.
It was tied till like the end. It was like 50-50, and then one more person voted to push me over the edge.
Who took the payoff? That's what I want to know.
I'll never tell how many loot boxes I had to buy.
Yeah, it must have been a lot.
I thought you were gonna take it too because you were ahead for a while, and then it like evened up for days, and I was like, oh come on.
It was 50% this morning when I looked.
Oh man. I promise I didn't like vote on any of the accounts I own.
Okay. To do an audit.
I know, right? So there you go. So I was able to win. I nominated Fabelina and the Fairy 76 art that you see right there on the screen. So there it is. So should we do our nominations for this week then?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're gonna try it again. Ova's gonna try to take me down. And here's my nomination for the week. This is from one of the artists that I know. Their name on Twitter is Cupcake Creature, and they are famous for drawing Overwatch characters as like with anthropomorphics, like with animals. And she was tweeting with the voice actor for Symmetra, and they were asking, they would say, hey, like let's see some fan art. So she had this one of Symmetra as a cow, as like a like a black and white cow. And so she called her Symmetra, and drew her as that, which elicited like a good response. And I thought it was pretty funny. Like I like her art as well, but I thought it was pretty funny. And to go along with it, there was like another Symmetra art that was kind of posted along with it. And the voice actor loved it a lot. She liked it a ton. So I thought that was cool, not only from the art, but also that there was like that interaction with somebody from the game itself. And that's my nomination for the week. Ova, I'll let you take it away for your nomination. Animation.
Yeah, so Frostee's been going pretty strong with the art, which is working out for him. But I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to go with a play of the game. And this one comes from Aimbot Calvin, if you've ever seen him, kind of a pro streamer out there in the Overwatch world. He's playing Genji, and as his team's going on to the point, he reflects a McCree ult and a Hanzo arrow. And so the arrow goes back and Dragon strikes the whole team as well as the McCree ult. And he wipes the whole team. I just thought that was amazing.
Yeah, it's quite fantastic. You see the ult just going the other way, people dying, the kill count going up. It's pretty awesome how fast that happened.
Genji with the Dragon Strike logo next to or the Hanzo ult logo.
Yeah, beautiful. So we'll get the nominations up there, today, and you go and vote them. Of course, everything will be open all the way till we record at the end of next week. So let us know. Did Ova bring the play? Was his game strong with that, or was the art game for me strong enough to win for a third time?
Oof.
So
to get your trophy.
we'll see. So there we go. And the last thing, we are playing, by the time you watch the podcast, it'll be over, so you can go check it out on their Twitch page. I'm sure it'll be like archived there, I would guess, especially if we lose. But we're not going to lose. Overplayed, like we talked about, they issued a challenge, and we're going to end this podcast, and we're going to go immediately to the challenge and beat Wickedella and her friends. So
that's right.
It's going down right now, basically. And yeah, there you go. Remember to join us on Discord, though. We love the community there. We love interacting with you. If you have questions for the show, for Ask Overcast, remember to ask them there. Or you can do it on Twitter with the hashtag Ask Overcast. We didn't get any questions this week. Remember to drop us a line if you do have anything you want to ask or talk about. The meta segment was kind of a response to one from a while back that somebody wanted to talk about the meta, so we got that in there for you. And there you go. Coming to the end of the show, Ova, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter or on Twitch at OverdriveCTR. How about you, Softy? Frostee. Softy's not here.
Softy is not here, sadly. You can find me at Frosty Fox pretty much everywhere. You can find the show on Twitter at Overcast Show. Overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com is our blog page, and frozenfoxmedia.com is where you can find out about all the other content on the Frozen Fox Media Network. Remember to subscribe and like, whether it's watching the video version on YouTube or whether it's listening to the audio version on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play Music, or anywhere else. If you love the show, let us know with a thumbs up or a good review, but always subscribe so you don't miss any episodes coming up. So thank you for joining again. This has been Overcast, episode 80 or 69, not 89. We're way in the future then. Episode number 69 of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. Again, thank you so much for being here, listening, watching, supporting the show, everything you do. We appreciate all of that. And we will see you next week. So there we go. I am Frosty.
I'm Overdrive.
We'll see you next time.